Ke a dumedisa kaofela lona babui le balatedi le barati ba dope, hot and fresh. Ka lebitso ke Morake Wellington John Koali. Ke sebapadi sa piano. Ke hlaha motseng wa eMalahleni Linville. Ke mo hlahang teng. I've started playing the music piano in 1986 in Soweto, Mofolo 5 Roses Paul, under the tutorship of the late Mr. Labane Molobi, who was teaching me classical piano by then. I learned and I proceeded to Toki House for theory. Then I came back again for another theory with Labane Molobi, learning the skills of jazz and classical piano. And then later, I met up with my other brother, Mr. Kaya Mahlangu, who was my neighbor. He stays close to me. I went there for extra lesson of jazz. That's when I started playing jazz music and loving jazz music. And my other brother, my elder brother, Kenny Matava, who was a guitarist, also encourages me. He gave me some music book and he gave me the scores that he was scoring, because he can also score music. Then from there on, my journey started. I proceeded to the University of Natal to go and learn the piano. And there too, I did some classic, but specializing in jazz and as well as African music. Then later I came back, I hooked up with some other guys. We gig around Johannesburg and Durban. Joy of Jazz, many places, Bloemfontein, Kimberley. We've been around playing music, this music of South African jazz and American jazz up until these days. But there were some days where there were hardships, the dryness of gigs, where there's no gigs. You know, when you don't have a manager, it's very hard to get a gig. You must go and look for some job, look for some rehearsal space and come back. There was no budget. Even today, even now, it's still hard. We are pulling hard, we as musicians in South Africa, because the venues are scarce of performing. It's either you play at wedding or church, or we have been booked, unless, as I've said, you have a management team that can take you to another level. My encouragement to the young and upcoming musician, you must pick music for the love, not for money. And you must pick music for one reason, that music has also picked you. But if you pick it for classical reason, for status, it's the wrong journey. And you must learn to persevere in this career, because it's not easy. And I encourage the young ones to learn music, to be at the same par with the other international musicians. Well, there are pianists in this country who are good, many. For instance, Mr. Abdullah Ibrahim, the late Begum Seliku, Themba Mkhize. Those are classical musical pianists. I look up to them. I follow them. I follow their style of playing. But I have my own style of playing. Mine is Mpaqanga piano, because I sound like Maskandi, like. That's where I default many other of our pianists, because I'm into music. I play music in piano. That really simplifies South African sound. I've shared the stage with the who's who of music industry, from Pet Center to Joy of Jazz to Bloemfontein. I've shared stage with the late Busim Mhlongo, Abdullah Ibrahim in Moretile, Jonathan Butler, Themba Mkhize himself, Bagiti Kumalo. I've shared stage with many other artists who are also on my level and who are above me. The likes of Andy Leyenana, Hebi Twedi, many of them, Sponky Mphatswe, Malungelo Tsekiso, Mfana Mlambo. There are many who are good. I've shared stage with them in different places where I've played around the country. My style of playing is a typically classical African music that set me apart. My signature is like Maskanda guitar. I took Maskanda guitar and put it on piano, which I was influenced by the late Koali, who was a pianist with Morake. We also share some ideas, both of us. He came out with the Maskanda style. Then I took it, and Mr. Themba Mkhize, he took it further. I learned from them. That's what makes me unique, because I'm into simplicity of music, playing just simple SABC, but with identification of authentic South African style of music. I'm a man who likes people, who like to interact with those who want help. I am also hands-on in every ways to alleviate illiteracy amongst our own musicians, especially the youth who are interested. I have an organization called Wendu Entertainment, which is an NPO, which was established to uplift music illiteracy amongst the youth, to impart skills with youth who want to learn theater and music. And we are available around Witbank. And to find us, this is my contact numbers: 082 362 0059. The reason why we formed this organization is to make an awareness amongst musicians who want to learn music, because there are no music schools around where we come from. People, they travel from there to Durban, Johannesburg. So we make it easy that they can find everything close next to them. And another thing, less fees, but we bring professional guys to teach them. They know how part of the music and the business music, that you are not only a musician, but you are a businessman. You must know your story, coming to contracts, deals, and coming to package your music, and coming to protect your music, property, intellectual in music. We deal with that. We teach them everything that they must know, because we bring in people who are knowledgeable about those aspects of the side of music business. Babukeli, nibe nosuku lumnandi nisaleni kahle. Babukeli be Dope Hot and Fresh. Nisaleni kahle. Lo unisalisa kahle uyu Morake.